Now to our series this week, Families on the Brink. It is one of the most sensitive, fraught conversations families have. When you think maybe mom or dad should hand over the car keys. On the one side, a proud senior who wants their independence, and on the other, somebody's fear for the safety of them and the others on the road. So we asked Ron Claiborne to explore how some Americans are navigating the emotional minefield.
We have a disagreement. If I'm not able to drive and keep peace in the family, I will leave. I will leave the country. I'll go to a country where they don't have driver's license. If I have to go to Nigeria or someplace like that, I'll go.
When we first met feisty 84-year-old Robert Hill and his daughter Kathy, they were engaged in a classically fierce clash.
I drive occasionally without her knowing it.
Okay. I drive occasionally without her knowing it.
Yeah.
When did you last drive?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, that would be
Does
a
that
surprise
concern
to
you?
me. Of course it does.
I don't find a compelling argument from anybody that I shouldn't drive, except my daughter.
I'm concerned about other people on the road, and in addition to you, Dad, I don't want you to hurt someone else.
Hill, a retired Navy and Air Force pilot, has Parkinson's disease, but he insists he can still drive safely.
Let me show you how it works.
It's a matter of personal independence.
We're not going anywhere, though, right?
No.
And dignity. It is true that with age, eyesight worsens, physical strength and reaction times diminish, and cognitive skills erode. Making a left turn is a proven peril. At the MIT Age Lab in Cambridge, Massachusetts, researchers study how age and infirmity affect a person's driving skills.
You have neurological changes in the brain, which is just processing time. It's sending signals from one nerve to another.
Slower as you get older.
Yeah, some get slower more than others.
Every year after age 65, the odds of getting in a car crash while turning left increase by 8%. So what can we do? In 6 states, doctors are now required to report a person they believe can no longer drive safely. And 44 states allow the doctor or a family member to anonymously report someone to motor vehicle officials.
Nice to see you.
This past weekend, we returned to Florida to visit Robert Hill and his daughter Kathy. It turns out he had continued to drive. Finally, alarmed, she turned him in to the Florida Motor Vehicles Department.
I called them kind of in a panic.
And when Hill's doctor refused to certify that he could drive, he was forced to give up his license.
I tried, but I lost.
I think he made the right choice, and I think deep down he knows he made the right choice. It was time.
I didn't make it. I didn't have a choice.
A few months after Hill quit driving, a close friend was killed in a car crash while making a left turn. She was 77. Still, Mr. Hill says he intends to get retested and drive again someday. Either that, he says, or he'll move to Nigeria.
And here are a few tips when it's time to have that discussion with your older parent. Talk to them while they can still drive safely, and also come up with a transportation alternative. This way your parent doesn't have to worry about being isolated. But the key, Diane, talk about it in advance, maybe even negotiate it. Say, when my sister and I say it's time to give up the keys, they agree to give it up. Maybe it'll work out. It's a tough conversation.
Have the conversation before it's so fraught.
Well
with
in advance.
Meaning. And someone suggested that, the grandkids, if they come once a week and can drive, a grandmother, grandfather, it's a wonderful thing for both of them.
Again, make it a negotiation.
Right, a conversation. Thank you.